Hello everyone, my name is Jasmine McCoy and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for clicking in to drop by, but if you are a returner, it is always nice to have you back. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my 2023 August recap. I also need to say thank you very much for being patient with this video. There are definitely some months that I do better with doing the recap at the beginning of the next month. And then there are months like this where it's coming near the end of the next month. But I do have a very valid reason, medical school, which obviously we're going to be talking about that in this video. But before we get too far into it, if you are not yet subscribed, that is okay. I'll help you out with that. You're going to take your finger, your cursor, whatever it might be. You'll go to the bottom right-hand corner. There is a big red button that says subscribe. If you click that and turn on notifications, you will be notified of all the future videos that I will make as I go through this journey of medical school at Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine in Chicago, Illinois. Now, so many things were happening in this month, the primary one being medical school. I mean, that is a very big part of my channel. That is a very big part of who I am as a person. And I finally started and completed my first month of medical school. The first day was July 31st. My first month of medical school was August. And there were so many thoughts, so many feelings, so many emotions going through me. I did make a lot of videos for like the first day of medical school, the first week of medical school, and I will put those linked down in the description. But one of the biggest things personally for me that I was going through when I was thinking about and starting medical school, I'm sitting there looking at all this information I need to learn, and it's like, ugh, this is very different from the last time that I had to learn anything. Because the last time I had to learn anything is when I was studying for the MCAT. I was studying for the MCAT by myself. I did not take a preparedness course, test prep, none of that. I just bought the AAMC materials and I would do it all on my own. Now, and I feel like that helped that I'm not doing it that way. I was successful in my MCAT, obviously. I mean, I did get into medical school, but I do feel like having people around me, being in a classroom, having those active learning sessions definitely is helpful to my learning. So that was a big difference because the last time that I was learning in a in-person group setting was pre-pandemic. So we're talking about 3.5 years ago by now. We're talking March 2020 was the last time that I had been in person learning. That's a very long time. So it took me a little bit of like dusting off the cobwebs. I know how to interact with people. I know how to ask questions in the lecture halls. I know how to sit and take notes. I did get to use one of my gifts from my grandmother, which was a new iPad with a Apple Pencil, and I use OneNote to take my notes directly onto the PowerPoints when they have the PowerPoint up on the projector. I've already downloaded it into OneNote, and I'm able to highlight things, circle things, put my little explanations for why blah is blah, and it's very helpful to me. All things good. All the things that I was learning was leading up to my first exam, which wouldn't happen in August, but would happen very soon after the end of August. And I wanted to make sure I was prepared, so I'm studying. I hadn't had to study for anything since I took my MCAT, January 20th of 2022, a year and a half ago. But here I am studying, doing practice questions, and I really feel like it all came back. I mean, I have been a student for 12 years plus 4. So, I mean, I've been someone in that learning position for a decade and a half. It's not quite the same after taking 2 years off because of my gap years, but I have those resources, I have those tools, I have those habits that have been honed over many years that I was able to pull back on. And obviously, you have seen, I'm assuming that you have seen the more recent videos I've posted in this month, September. You know, I already passed my first medical school exam. So the studying I was doing in August definitely paid off. And it was also my first month trying Anki, which is essentially electronic flashcards. And it helps with spaced repetition. I love it. I cannot say enough about it.
No. I'm sorry. She said she'd meet us after the phone.
Another important thing about the month of August is that my birthday was in the month of August. August 19th, I was able to celebrate it with my friends, and we did it in a very nice way. So I knew that I was going to watch a horror movie, and I invited some of my friends to come watch with me. Some of them did, and I absolutely love them for it because I know not everyone is a horror fan like I am, but we had a good time. We had some laughs. There was some screaming, obviously, but there were laughs, which I'm sure you didn't expect. And after that, I and a bunch of my friends went to a restaurant called Rosebud. Again, if you want to know more about my birthday week, I did make a video, link in the description. But it was just so nice being able to be celebrated with people that I've known for 1 to 2 months because some of them did pre-matriculation, some of them didn't. And knowing that even though we haven't necessarily been in each other's lives for a long time, we're still going to be locked in. We are going to be together, and we are starting that by sharing these memories together, sharing these celebrations. Every time that we have someone's birthday, we make sure that they are celebrated. We're not going to let someone's birthday pass without letting them know that they are special to us. And that's something that's very important to me. It makes me feel special.
Oh, yes, please. Could I get the...
This is the first time. Wait, what is this? Garlic? Oh, it's just garlic.
I went red.
I appreciate it. Oh, my fault, my fault.
Okay, you know we're good. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jasmine. Happy birthday to you. I was gonna say blow it out, but I don't
No, camera's not.
And now to talk a little bit about my YouTube channel during the month of August. My YouTube channel during the month of August definitely was a lot more quiet because it was my first month of medical school. I was figuring things out. I was getting into that schedule and the swing of things. And even though there was less video posting, I did do some other things. One of those being my first live stream. And some of you were on that live stream. At most, I think I had 20 people on at a time, which for me, super exciting. I wasn't sitting there by myself. We love that for me. But obviously, it was my first time, so I was really trying to figure things out. I did not have some technology person to sit and help me. I've got my phone in front of me, my computer to the side, that way I can see what I look like. There was a little delay sometimes, but we made it work. We made it work, and I was very proud of myself for doing something new. I do think it is time for another live stream. You all would be able to ask me questions about the first exam, about being president, which at the time of August, I did not know those two things, but now in September, I do know those things. And those are things that I think people would like to talk about, ask me questions for, or just what's it like being a medical student? You are a real deal medical student now. So put in the comments any questions that you would like for me to answer in a live stream. And I also posted more shorts during the month of August. Now, the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to my August 2023 recap is literally just living in Chicago. This is very different from any place that I've ever lived before, living literally in a big city. Yes, I did live in Boston when I was at Harvard for college, but I'm not living in a dorm. I'm living in an apartment. I have rent. Disgusting, I know, but I'm an adult. Yay! Like, exciting, but I do wish that I could go back to those days where, like, the most stressful thing was nap time. Because honestly, sometimes I just need a nap. But it's okay. We're growing. I am becoming an adult. I am on the path of becoming Dr. McCoy. And unfortunately, paying things like rent is one of those things. So, living in Chicago, absolutely loving it. It's very different though. Um, Definitely not to the point of like seeing weird and wacky things in New York. But there's some weird and wacky things that you see out here in Chicago. Just a whole lot of people, a whole lot of different opinions, and a whole lot of different activities happening. But I'm having a good time. I'm having also a little bit stepping out of my comfort zone and trying new things. So I have tried plenty of different restaurants. I have used the CTA, the blue line, the red line, the green line, the brown line to go different places. I've used the bus and all these things I'm proud of because it shows that I am not going to be confined and that I'm not going to let these moments pass me by. Because it would be very easy to just survive here, but I want to thrive here. I want to be happy in medical school. I don't want to just get through it. I want to be happy in medical school. And part of that comes with the people. Part of that comes with the place that my medical school is. I am in Chicago, the third largest city in the United States. And I'm able to do some fun things. I'm also able to do some really calming things like going to the Saturday farmers markets, which for me, that is a part of my routine that I want to keep until they get rid of it in November because of the weather. But it's something that literally makes me happy, being able to go down and get flowers, get vegetables, get meats, and know that they are coming from small businesses, small farms, people who take good care of what it is that they are giving you. And if you have any suggestions of things that I should do in Chicago, festivals that I need to go to, restaurants that I need to try, please let me know. I obviously am not going to know everything. Not everything is going to be on the internet. So if you've got some super secret places that I will not find on the internet, also let me know. But that is everything that I have for you in this video. If you are still here, thank you very much for watching to the end. Make sure that you have liked, make sure that you're subscribed, and if you want to, consider becoming a Patreon ambassador for as little as $2 a month to help me, a growing content creator. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.
Oh wait, my hair looks great.
Really small town. It's called Winsboro. It's so I'm like 30 minutes north. Yeah, I'll get a bit of it.